This is a beginning of the video. I filmed it later because sometimes you get up in the morning and you just grab a shirt and you put it on. And then nobody tells you.
I have a question. No. I have a question for all the gentlemen out there. Your significant other, I mean, you love her, you take care of her, you're concerned about what goes on, you do everything you can to notice when she changes her hairstyle. Yeah, if she is wearing clothes that, I mean, do you know, close your eyes right now. Do you know what your wife is wearing? Just saying. Go ahead.
So it wasn't until the video was going and I was starting to edit it that I realized that this morning this shirt was put on wrong side out with the ridges here showing, the tag showing. Did he tell me so that I could change it?
Okay, in my defense, I didn't recognize that it was inside out, but if I had, I'd like, I wonder why she's doing that. Well, I guess that's what she wants to do.
Anyway, I didn't want to make the video over. So, yeah, you know, if you've never worn two shoes that are different, you've never worn...
different color socks.
Yeah, you've never worn your shirt inside out, then you
never worn your slippers to work.
You can throw a stone at me. But anyway, enjoy the video, because I'm kind of wrong side out throughout the whole thing.
Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Rinda.
We are Heartiness Approach.
Today we are working on the garden a little bit more, and we salvaged.
Salvaged.
She
scavengered and we salvaged.
I went on a scavenger hunt to be able to find what we could find on the property. We found a very, very, very old, rusty wire fencing.
Yes.
Stuck in the old crib where the cows used to eat.
And we had to take the crib apart in order to get it out. I mean, it was stuck.
You know, it's like building the house. You remove one wall and you have to do something else. Well, that's the way everything is on the homestead.
But other than a little bit of work, it was free.
And it is free, and we don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna go stand beside it. In fact, maybe, Jim, you could come a little closer.
Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of fence.
All right. So we have made it 30 inches, 30 feet long, and it's in the middle of the second row. We put 4 T-posts in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our fence. We started the fence about a foot up from the bottom.
Because the fence was only what it was.
3 feet wide. Anyway, we're going to burn holes in here, and this is going to grow tomatoes on either side. So one here, every other, like that, so that it can grow up this. And we've never done it like this before, where you take and you wrap it, but we know it works. Living Traditions has done it. Lots of people have done it, and we're going to do it.
We recognize that there's quite a long distance between the posts. We only had 4 posts. We wanted to go 30 feet. So we've got to acquire more T-posts. And we've used all that we brought with us, all that were laying around here. So we're out of T-posts. We got to get more. And when we're going to do that before the plants get too large so we can put it in without hurting their root system. But we do need to sturdy it up more. We recognize that. So another 3 posts, and this will be rock solid.
T-post solid.
T-post solid.
Jim's sitting here going through stuff, getting his drip system stuff together. I'm taller than him because I'm sitting on a water jug. And we're sitting in our barn because you can't hear the wind. And actually the wind is pretty quiet today. But I wanted to respond to some of the amazing comments that were left in on our video from yesterday when we were talking about seniors on a homestead and you guys sharing your ideas with us. I got one this morning that just made me smile and laugh.
Noise.
Huh?
Sorry for my noise that I'm
Sorry for Jim's noise that he's making. Sounds like there's ducks flying over.
Those are geese.
Sounds like there's geese.
You got geese.
Okay. Anyway, Brenda said that we are her go-to senior citizen homestead community center. And I thought, first of all, I was like, oh wow, that is so cool. So yes, we'll be your senior citizen homestead community center. And I never wanted to say senior and like that, but you know what, we are. So wear the badge proudly. It's great. Kier, I love her comments, and she was talking about that she does use a Kier and Ron, that she does use a teenage, but she gets tired of having her paycheck go to the teenager. One of my suggestions is that as much as possible, barter. So we've had people mow our lawn, mow our field before, and we raise chickens for them. You are making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I know.
So where we can barter, you know, we'll let you use this piece of equipment, we can use that piece of equipment, can you come and do this? And if it's a teenager, they want money, but there might be some other things that you can do for them also. So Lois from Katy Lake Farm and Cottages said that they are making a feed shed, and they're putting the shelves down very low so that they'll be able to get to them and be able to utilize them. And they're making the aisles big enough for their walker or anything else that they might need to be able to use. So looking ahead, but still being able to live the dream.
She is actually, Lois has some limitations.
Yes, she does.
We've shared some of her video.
Yeah.
How she, with her, the challenges she has right now, she's not quitting, she's still doing stuff.
I know, with her walker, and then she gets on a mobile scooter, I think I saw you do that. Oh, and I love that Cynthia, who has a berry farm, said that she welcomes the rain days because she calls those nap days. And I was like, yeah, nothing better than sleeping in the rain. I would like to acknowledge Poolfield. Poolfield 2. She always, I'm assuming it's a she, that is assumption, makes wonderful comments. And she lives, I thought it was Australia, but maybe the UK. I think the UK. Anyway, she's really jealous of us here in America. And she said if I would visit UK or come there, that we would be really good friends. And I believe that because I love the things that she says to us. Cynthia with the berry farm, also on the next day's video, she was talking about the myriad of arches that she has, and she also grows her tomatoes on them. She gets lots of compliments when they come to her property. So as pretty as we like ours are, I think we're going to end up doing more.
Well, no, absolutely. You know, we're learning about it. We've seen other people use it. From the way it sounds, it's an exceptional way to garden. And from our experience, so often what's growing, if it's on the ground, you miss it.
Yeah.
Having it, anything that can go vertical.
Well, I know Jess from Roots and Refuge says that you get it off the ground, you get the disease off the ground too.
So, you know, we felt compelled to get what we have up right now. But going forward, as we expand the size of our garden and find other plants that work that way, I think we're going to have trellises everywhere.
It's so fun to walk through it.
Arches and trellises.
Isn't it so fun to walk through it?
It's going to be funner when we walk through it and pick.
I know.
That's going to be great.
Yeah. Real Life Homestead has asked why we put our garden in the front yard rather than putting it out by the barn or in the pasture where the ground might be more fertile. We put this particular one right outside because I need to be able to walk right out and get my food. This is one of like 5 or 6 gardens that we're going to put in, but we have opted not to put it down in the pasture because we want to have that for pasture animals. And we are doing the paddocking. We only have cows right now, but we plan to get Dorper sheep, followed by some pigs, followed by chickens. So one day on each one. And that will grow our grass because we're growing feed through grass and pasture just as much as we're growing garden for ourselves.
We do have plans. There's an area between our loafing barn storage shed and our big barn that we call the barn garden, and we have plans for that. As you know, you can't do everything in a day, so it may not happen this season. We hope it happens for the fall. If it doesn't happen for the fall, it'll happen for next spring. But it's on our planning.
So to answer the question again or differently, putting grass in our front yard is for us only a way to bring ticks and chiggers in. And if I walk through the field to the car, through the grass, I get them on me.
She does. No kidding.
And
she
so
does.
this way, they're gone. We're putting another walkway that'll go straight from, you know, the other way that's across the grass. But I like grass, but not in Missouri.
For those of you who like to fish, a lot of you use what's called attractors, whether it's on the same line or however you may do it, to attract the fish to the bait and the hook you want them to get onto. And so she's like an attractor for any kind of bitey bug and spider. You send her out before or after, wherever you send her, that's where they're going to be. I don't care who else has been there first, who else follows, whatever the order may be, they're going to be with her. She's the spider and bitey bug attractor. She is.
Hence the garden in the front yard. Linda from Pennsylvania, hello Linda, she made some comments that they got a wood splitter. They saved their pennies to help save their backs and their body. And they also time block and set their time so that they can weave through their work doing different types of jobs at different times of the day and save their body that way. So thank you for sharing that.
I have a question about wood splitters. For those of you who have them, what should we look for? Our wood splitter is in our future, probably our far future. We're going to have to borrow or rent one this next fall. But we heat our home with wood, so obviously that's a big deal. But what do we look for when we're looking for a wood splitter?
Well, we had two people on our property that brought their wood splitters 2 years ago when we were here, or 3 years ago. And one was super high caliber and one was a smaller one. Both of them worked.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, the high capacity, big heavy duty one, I think that might be a lot of money spent for the amount that we're going to be doing.
Right. So thank you for your comments. Keep them coming. We appreciate them. Babies are doing fine. Little baby chicks and the middle chicks and the older chicks, they're all cohabitating together just fine. We went in last night. We were going to separate the babies, and they had pulled themselves down into the little bucket. The teenagers were on the roost over here. The 4 hens were on their roost over there. And
everybody was good.
Everybody was happy. So we've checked them this morning. They were all just fine. We check them periodically during the day. Looks like they're going to make it. So in a little bit, we will show you a few more things in our garden. We'll end it by showing you that we're burning and planting, and we appreciate you watching us. Please like and subscribe, share, because that will help us. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Enjoy the video following. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Definitely 2 more. I mean, 2 more sets.
Now we're
Oh yeah, now we're going here. So
like
this one, and then I'll move it over a little bit for that middle one.
okay, which two again?
Here and here. Jim, can you make that one a tiny bit bigger? Okay. All right, so
Two outside ones?
two outside ones. Why does it, oh, this one has one in the middle and those don't? Or am I, oh, weird. Okay, so now we're doing,
So if you move this over like this, I do those
these two.
and that one, yeah, just like that.
Okay, there you go. I'll put it right here.
You're on.
Well, we have the cauliflowers and the broccoli and the tomatoes and the tomatillos all planted. And then he's going to burn little holes to the sides of stuff so I can do companion planting with different herbs and flowers that will be beneficials to the plants to keep the bugs away. So even though we're covering it with the ground cover, that one's not planted yet. We are doing it, and this hole's not quite big enough. Oh, yeah, the hole was perfect, actually. You did great, Jim. Of course, he always does great.